Hello and welcome back. I am the Iceman, and I am about to take on the second video here in my playthrough of the Ruins of Mythtranor, the Pool of Radiance 2 game. We just finished the upper area, which was called Stillwater. Now we are here in the Dwarven dungeons underneath Mythtranor itself. And we're about to get started with our exploring of this pretty vast underground area. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Most walkthroughs that I've seen have told us to go up here and get this little area taken care of first. I disagree. I think that the best thing for us to do is to make a beeline to a certain character who's going to make our lives a whole lot easier. Let's go ahead and get started on that. So to do so, we have to come here to this door and move in this direction. Our key of the living was used. We use this key to open the lock. We sense a vast underground city stretching out before us, and overhead and underfoot as well. The legendary Dwarven dungeons of Mythtranor. The city seems alive, but these days its citizens are plunderers and usurpers and evil things that crave the dark. So let's go ahead and enter here. We look to have come upon a group of 4 orcs. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with them. Bow shot. Do much. They've got bows, so it makes it a little harder. Okay, so what should we do here? I say we try to put some of them to sleep. How many of them can we reach? We don't want to hit our own guy. Well, let's see if it works. Because the only one we really don't want to put to sleep is our fighter. So if he's good, we're good to go. But if none of the others fall asleep, it's not really much of a point. Let's take it over here. See what we can get. As it put a bunch of them to sleep, so it's awesome. That helps out greatly. He didn't go to sleep either, so we need to take care of him. Let's try another spell here. Not too much, but it did hit. Let's see if we can finish him off. Not this round, apparently. We will send her down here and see if she can help with him. At least keep him from using the bow. Go ahead and try and take that out. No. And again, let's just use a sling this time. No work. Still no success. The rolls in this game suck. And that one took care of him. Come on, let's take him down. Awesome. Okay, so now that guy's asleep, so we want to hit him with our best fighter here. Can't even hit him while he's asleep. That's horrible. Let's try again. There we go. So now we've taken care of those four cats. This way we are good to save and move on to the next area here. Let's make our way over here. And at this intersection, we will eventually come back once we get the first target. We're going to come back and go down here where there's some nice barrels we can take use of. From here, the ruins of the Grand Thoroughfare disappear into the gloom to the east. That's where we're heading. Grand Thoroughfare. And we'll just make our way down it to a certain point. Right here. Just when it comes right to this point where we will take on some of these undead characters. And we'll try and hit this with a sling. No good. Try and just attack at this point. I don't think the others are close enough for us to try the turn undead spell. We got some good hits in, but still didn't take them down all the way. But the other characters will come closer here, so we'll hopefully get a nice little chance to use a turn undead spell. But these zombies, until you're at level 3 or so, they're touch and go, to say at most. And appearing all the way behind our characters, not fun. It hit some of the pair of characters we don't want them to, including her. So she's going to have to switch over to the weapon. That's tough because she's covered there. So how do I? Not quite sure. C button? No. Inventory? Weapon. So I would be the button we use more, but I'll have to switch over to the short spear for now. Give him a hit. And you're going to do... Turn on the... Oh! Yay! It hit all 3 of them. How wonderful. That should make easy go of it. One last one to take down, and where we go. So we should go ahead and go back to the inventory. Switch the weapon back to a sling for her. And once again, save the game. All right, let's keep proceeding in this direction. Where I believe we're going to get into another fight with some orcs. Ahead of you, in the gloom, is the city square. But the arched hall no longer rings with laughter, and it seems likely the public wells have long since gone dry. Let's go ahead and enter. And as I said, some more orcs. 2 different batches this time. So we're not going to wait on them this time. I'm going to go ahead and approach. I'll take a shot at this one. Nope. I had a feeling they could take us out with a bow. So we're going to try to use our arcane powers here. And once again, try to get these ones to sleep. Oh, it can actually hit all 4 of them. It looks like I got some of them at least. So those 2 were affected. Maybe this one as well. Let's wait and see. So if anything, let's bring her down here. And he can at least take one of these guys out. Should do it. Let's see if one of these guys attacks still. So that one's still there. So we all know that you could... First, the top one can be taken care of. Let's see. let's have him just finish this off. And I think, let's see. Yeah, the other one might be asleep because he hasn't taken any action, so. Again, the rolls are just horrible. But let's make our way over here with him so he can take care of the sleeping one. Wonderful, that took him down. And let's just wait until we get to him and then finish the job. So there we have, the Well of Wisdom is dry.
If you would drink from the fountains, you must put the Lifespring Guardian to rest. Friends will aid you if you know where to look.
We surrender!
The ghost makes a gesture, and the word of power, Wishabranet, wells up from nowhere.
Behold, I have taught you the echoing word. Put to rest the Lifespring Guardian.
Will do, lady. We'll come over here, and then we will save our game. And we'll get moving down here, and I do believe the Well of Endurance is dry. So what we are looking for is down in this room here, so we're going to open...
Yes, but I sense great magics in the air, spells laid with deadly skill.
All right, I have no idea where that came from. But we're going to go ahead and go into this door, and it looks like there are 2 chests. And again, best to have our thief give a shot at them. 8 gold in this one, 9 gold in this one. And the individual we are looking for is in this room, stuck in a stone.
Stop, please, all of you, and ponder this riddle. A quest of love ends with me, yet I am made endlessly. If I drop, I say my name. If I touch rock, freedom gain. What is the answer? Solve it, I beg you, and set me free.
Ask why he wants the riddle solved. If it can be solved, I can be a free man again. And my sorcery will serve the clever soul who found the answer. Ask how he got in the boulder. Let this stone be a lesson to you. Never scorn the love of a mage. I offended the wizard Ozma, and she gave me this stone prison in reply. 100 times I have wished Ozma dropped the stone on my head instead. Yet Ilmater help me, I love her still. Ask about Ozma. Ozma was my lover. We came to Mithranor together adventuring. Her conjuring was a sight to behold, so fluid, so beautiful, with her violet eyes blazing. But she had a blinding temper, and so did I at that time. I was jealous of her skill. I said something very cruel. And in return, she spat out a spell and dropped a pebble at my feet, and the boulder grew around me. Ask where she went. She went off to the northeast part of the main halls. We had talked to a friendly voice there who called himself Bellish. He had a necklace that she thought she might buy. Tell him to continue. There's little more to tell. She continued adventuring, and I never saw her again. Before she left, she spoke the riddle to me. You will say I am crazy, but I believe she intended to come back and release me. I am afraid she is dead, and I mourn her. Now please, Let us speak of something else. Ask how he survives. Oh, this cursed boulder protests me utterly. That's the evil genius of it. I had a beholder try to kill me once. It threw spells at me for a week. What patience! It shed tears when it finally had to give up. Tell him you're from Flan. Oh, you are the ones those scarred mages were talking about. You've probably seen them, the orcs wearing red cloaks. They mentioned a group of adventurers from New Flan. Tell him about Athens' band. Perhaps the scarred mages found them after all. They asked if I had seen a group of adventurers from Flan, but they had been cruel to me earlier, so I told them nothing. Also, I did not like the look in their eye. Ask him about the scarred mages. They are newcomers. I'd never seen one until recently. Exactly how I can't tell you. I have a very poor sense of time. Ask what the scarred mages said. They asked if I had seen a group of adventurers from Flan, but they had been cruel to me earlier, so I told them nothing. Also, I did not like the look in their eye, just kind of repeating himself. Tell me, travelers, what news from Flan? Tell him Flan is under attack. Well, that is dire news, and no mistake. I wish I could help you. Ah, what is the answer to Ozma's riddle? It's driving me mad. Ask him what creatures he's seen. Oh, everything and everybody evil passes by here eventually. Flacrum and Alhoun, beholders, orcs, of course, Margoyles and Arakat. There was a dark Naga who was fond of riddles. He actually became quite friendly for a while. The undead are the worst. Sometimes they claw at me for weeks. Prince, I have said enough. Now it is up to you. Free me from this living tomb, and I will fight fearlessly at your side. So, the riddle, if you haven't figured it out by now, is a ring. So, in order to resolve this situation, all we need to do is pick a character who is wearing a ring, approach the back of this boulder, too far away, and we should be given, there it is, the opportunity to strike it. When the ring you wear touches the boulder, you solve the riddle.
You can't believe how good that feels. Just to be able to reach the floor. What joy! Thank you 1,000 times. I am eager to see the world again. May I travel with you?
Inquire about his abilities. I am a sorcerer of above average ability. I know a missile spell, an armoring spell, and a protective spell, and minor cantrips, of course. My possessions are meager: a dagger, a crooked staff, a sling, and a thick cloak. Warn him that you seek a pull of Radiance. Your ambition is great. Azuth, help me. I see I am doomed to die young. But at last I will die in full company, if you will have me. And we will let him join the party. Lead on. Show me the way to this pull of Radiance. And Jeriel joins the party. So that's why I said that this would make our whole lives easier, is that we get a fifth party member quite early. And if you take a look at his character sheet, you will see that as opposed to the rest of our characters, he's already at level 3. And the great thing about that is, for a sorcerer, especially a sorcerer who has magic missile, they have the ability to shoot 2 missiles with every turn. So that's about to improve our battles dramatically. So that's why we decided to make a beeline to his room first and foremost. So I want to go ahead and save up our game here, but I'm going to go ahead and rest. I do realize that this tent icon, you guys can't see it because it's behind my chair, but I assure you, there are 3 colors that it can have. It can have green, red, or yellow color. Um, I am only going to try and sleep when it's green. That means that the room we are in is safe to do so. When it is safe, we can be assured we're not going to be interrupted in our dreams and could get through a full night and come out rested and awake the next morn. Let's go ahead and do so. Wonderful. And I'll go ahead and save the game. And we will actually create a new save here. Welcome to Ryle. Just again to make sure the temp is at the top. That. Wonderful. All right. With Cherio in hand, why don't we go ahead and make our way back the way we came? To this first intersection, and now we're going to head down this way. And I'm pretty sure we're going to run into several groups of undead on the way to the location I am going, so save here a little bit. All right, so we can see Jeriel take a shot for the first time. He got a hit, that's good. And then let's pull her forward and try turning undead. And that worked. Wonderful. So we should be able to take a shot with the bow. And we should be able to take another shot with Jeriel and see if we can finish him off. Couldn't. Did hit him, though. And our thief did the job. Wonderful. Okay, so we'll bring our guys down here. And I don't know why, but I just take senseless pleasure in destroying things. You guys have to be patient with me while I just break things apart. Okay, up here we have another wonderful little thing. This, I'm not going to bother taking a drink since I don't need it with anybody. But this is a nice little healing fountain that we can use early on here in this particular dungeon. So I'm going to go ahead and open up our little map here. And I will add a healing. Out. And I should probably come up here and the little note for dungeon entrance. All right. And let's continue down here. All right, more undead. Where's he heading? nice shot. Oh, another nice shot. Oh, all three hit. Well, we got at least a couple of these guys. I'm surprised they didn't take him out. Guy's got some pretty good hit points. All right, that one's taken care of. Let's see if this one finally ends it. Yes, it does. So we'll get these guys here. That handled it nicely. Okay, now this guy's deciding to move. And obviously the reason why he didn't come up earlier is he was weak as hell. Anyway, he's done. So let's go ahead and make our way south here. There's a interesting room I haven't really figured out the meaning for, but it feels peaceful here and restful, as if some presence was wordlessly inviting you to pause in your travels. Come here and there's a frozen door. Open that up, we can come on in and let's see, there's some things inside here. The Roggen room is mysterious. At its center, a large gem has 5 jeweled pedestals arranged around it, coated in ice. The air here is electric with the magic of the old Mitramor, with power idle for centuries, and it's as cold as the north wind. Oh. Okay, so let's see about picking this up. Is this anything good? Just a regular spear. We can just leave it. Oh. Chain armor, which is good cash either way. And just a long sword again. Nothing special. Might as well leave it. And another spear. Nothing special. So come over here. We'll smash this other door, and then come back here and smash this door. And we'll come upon our destination. And our destination is this inn here. So let's go ahead, save our game before we enter. The richly carved sign hangs overhead. It is old and cracked, but the words Axe Handle Inn can still be read. Looks like we got some orc buddies here to deal with. Well, orc buddy, apparently. Just one. And that works nice. So let's go ahead and into the room. Oh. That was a surprise. All right, then. We're going to need to make our way here and attack. I don't know if she's too close to him or not, but we're going to switch over weapons anyway. Try attacking. Nope, didn't help. Same with Jarrell. Huh. Nowhere. Just not our day. Still not our day. Thankfully, he didn't get a hit off there, but we'll see. We're not being very lucky here. Well, the rolls are not going our way at all. Man, I think we've got one hit in that whole thing. Okay, finally took one down, but hopefully he's not going to take too much here. Man. Ooh. So our characters are safe. So we're going to go back up to the fountain here. Did I leave somebody behind? These two guys, huh? They got stuck. All right. Bring these guys to the fountain here, and we can get two of our guys healed up. Nice. And nice again. So let's head on down. Back to the inn. And let's go up here. And I can smash some stuff. All right. Smashy, smashy. And a lot more to smash. I smash all the tables. Yay. Now this particular barrel is going to be an interesting one because it has a number on it. Now the numbers 1 through 6 could appear on some of these special barrels, and they correspond to the stats on the sheet. So if you allow a character to drink the contents of this barrel, if it's a 1, it will increase their strength. If it's a 2, it'll increase their dexterity. 3 will do Constitution, 4 Intelligence, 5 Wisdom, and 6 Charisma. So this is going to be, since it's a number 3, it's going to increase our Constitution, and I want to give that point to this particular lady right here. So I'm going to choose my Eric and have her drink from the barrel. And as I said again, now she should now, with her ring on, she should go from 12 to 13. There she is, see? Let's go ahead and move on up here. Now, I'm going to actually smash all this stuff here, but I actually do that in anticipation of an upcoming fight. Now, I have no intention of taking this fight on by myself or in this location. We're going to try and get these guys out of the way as soon as we can. So give me a second. Go see my plan of attack here. There's a lot of guys suddenly showing up. So we're we're going to move all our guys back into this room. Because there's a lot of orcs here. There they're coming. Missed, thankfully. Lots of orcs. All right, so let's see. Come on. How many more we got to go? Another one. All right, so now he's had a couple move right next to him, but we're going to still make our way down here anyway. And we will use our arcane spells here to hopefully take a little care of him here. We've got 2 shots with our character here, as I told you before. That didn't help. Okay, well, we got one more magic missile to lob. Wonderful. We still need to try and get our fighter out of Arrow's way. Oh, all that, though, thankfully only got hit by 1. So we'll move him out of the doorway, and that should force him to follow us into this room. Because the doorways are limited, they can't just send everybody at once. I'm going to keep passing until they make their moves. Finally, we got them following us. Let's go ahead and take another couple of magic missile tosses at them. Took one down. And we'll just keep her there. And just... Oh, I forgot. She's got her... Oh. One weapon attached. Oh, that's thankfully we didn't leave him out there exposed, but hopefully we'll get a chance to pull him back. Well, her back. Oh, thankfully that's a rescue. I think if I pull him down here, I might be able to take a shot. Let's see. Not quite. It's a little too late for that. But I can at least pull her back. And let's see if I can get her weapon off at the same time. Lovely. right. We'll take aim at him. I thought we might see enough of these guys at one point to throw a sleep spell, but it doesn't look like we had to. Another couple of arcane spells to take care of him. Nice. And we'll try another magic missile here from her. Attack with the bow. Ooh. Hopefully we can take him down here because she's running a little low. Oh yeah, we'll be able to, I think. With our magic missile here. Yeah, it looks like we've taken care of them all. So that's wonderful. So we've got our guys all powered up. Let's go ahead and rest because it became a safe room in here. The green tent behind my chair here. All right, we'll save the game. That was a pretty big fight we made it through, unscathed. So let's go on and move up forward here. I think we were supposed to hear this conversation before we opened the door. You hear orcs muttering among themselves. Okay. I'm trying to enter here. Oh, it's down here. Listen. They wish they could go to the Tavern of Health, which is hidden somewhere nearby, but they must first finish lugging something heavy. Okay, so that's that. Let's go in here, and again, I'll go on my destructive spree. All right, so now I will have my thief go after these chests in here. Okay, what do we have? Just a regular longbow. Another regular longbow. Oh, a hammer +1. We'll go ahead and pick that up because that's good to sell. Let's see. Mace. Common spear. Common quarterstaff, nothing special. Dagger. Dagger. Short sword. Short sword. And I think this last one is a chest that we need to have a key for, but yeah. You would need the key to open this particular chest. That key, I believe, is up here somewhere, so let's go and find it. Okay, now this fount right here, we will mark this as well. This is a very special font. This is a font that grants restoration. So there are certain characters that can, in attacking you, lower your attributes. A whole bunch of resting can fix it, but there are restoration potions in this restoration font here that you can use at least a limited number of times this font. That will grant your skills back if you drink from them. So let's make a note of this here. Not drink from it now. We haven't encountered any such characters. Not yet, though we are about to. And here we're going to see our first hidden door, I believe. So if I send my thief character who has the best hidden detection skills towards this door, you'll see it suddenly shows that he revealed a secret door there. So let's go on in. Even though the hall is dusty and abandoned, as you enter, your spirits rise. This must be the Tavern of Health the orcs were talking about. So we're going to go on in. It looks like there's some stuff here on the pedestal. There's a key. That's probably the key we need for that chest down there. And 2 small shields. I don't think we want to give up our larger shields, even though these have a magical attribute on them. We'll just take them to sell. And I'm going to go ahead and save my game here because I think we're about to have a encounter with a new creature that you haven't seen before yet. So let's come on up here. Okay, it's kicked off the battle. I'm going to send him up here. And send her in the corner here. Move her here. See if I can get an undead turn. Yep. Awesome. So at least we've paused this guy. Well, doesn't look like I can shoot from here. Okay. Oh boy. I did not want him concentrating on them. Let's pull back with you. And pull, if I can. Let's see. Magic missile. Oh, thankfully we backed him off. And her as well, him as well. Okay. First level attack. Magic missile. And this is a shadow. It's not as easy to see because it kind of got trapped in the walls. The magic attacks seem to be the only things that really consistently hit it. And as you see, it drained his stats. So he's down 2 strength. And if you allow him to drain your strength entirely, your character will die. But we are not going to allow that to happen. We are going to take care of this guy. I think maybe this might do it. Yep. Took care of him. Oh, that character's too far away. But oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So we got through that particular tough battle with only a little bit of unscathing. Well, we should be able to use that font to restore our character here shortly. After you roll 2 flasks from the keg, tap Heckles run dry. So, what do we have here? What did it drop? What did it drop? Drop 2 cast divine power. Let's see. We'll take 1 for you and 1 for you. And let's come up here. After you fill 2 flasks from the keg, the tap Heckles dry. And again, let's see what we got here. Oh, it looks like we've got some salve potions, so let's take those among some of our members. All right. And now we have what we came all the way down here for. We have 6 barrels in this room, and they are numbered 1 through 6. And so we have a chance here to get our stats increased one by one here. So our characters, we're going to start with the barrel 1, and that barrel 1 is strength. So we're going to give that to our fighter here to bring him up to 18 strength. Give him the +4 bonus we have been waiting for. So fighter, yep. Strength. You swallow a scant mouthful of the water left in this barrel. A moment's new strength runs through our muscles, and we should now be at 18. Wunderbar, wunderbar. Okay. Now I think that we're going to do the dexterity to our little guy here. And that should bring his skill up to 18. So let's find the barrel 2. That's 3. There we go. So let's send you over to here. And you've got that drunk. Wonderful. You lick up the last few drops of a sharp tasting elixir. You feel more fluid and flexible, more dexterous. All right, so I think this was the 3rd barrel. And again, we're going to have our cleric drink from that. You gag down the last mouthful of the salty panacea. Your stamina instantly increases. And if we take a look at her skills now, character sheet now, together with the extra constitution she gets from this amulet, she is now up to constitution of 14. So between the 2 barrels that she's been given, she got to the standard constitution for her regular character to be up to a 13, or at least at the 12 level, so that'll factor into her level ups moving forward. And then she'll get the bonus from having this piece of equipment equipped to make her constitution bonus +2. Kind of what I was aiming at when I first created her character. Okay, so now we move on to the 4th barrel, which is going to be intelligence. And we don't really, it's not a important stat for too many of my characters. And it's not going to really increase anybody's skills with just 1 point. So I think what I will do is I'll give it to Jerile. Let's find our intelligent bottle and have him drink from it. You take the last mouthful of flowery scented tincture, you begin to think more clearly. Wonderful. And now, of course, another thing we've been waiting for our character here, we designed this character with 15 wisdom, which is pretty low for a cleric, but now we shall address that by getting her the barrel listed as 5. She will be up to 16. Oh, you drink the last draught of a bitter fluid. You become more wise the ways of the world. And the last barrel is going to be for our mage. Now, what to do? We have 2 sorcerers, and they both have 17 for charisma. But the thing is, this one is already at level 3 and will be at level 4 very shortly, which will give them an extra stat point at that level up before our initial mage gets that. So might as well give this extra sorcerer point to the one who's going to get the bonus point from level ups last to get her up to 18 as soon as she can. So we'll go ahead and give that to Alana here. Let's find which bottle was 6. I think it's this one, and we shall drink from it. You drink what little remains in this barrel. Stand taller, your charisma increases. And wonderful. That's what we came up here for. So now we can make a backtrack here. I believe we have something that we can open key-wise. And at the same time, we'll go ahead and have our fighter take a little drink from this one. Get his strength back. I could have rested twice and gotten the point back that way, but I figured it'd be nice for you guys to see me hit that font at least once. Whoop, a little too far. I want to come back over here. And send our thief. Well, it's too far away. Now we'll need to send our thief over to this chest. And we should be able to open it now. And we have a hammer +2. Nice. So let's go ahead and go back to our cleric. That's Mongo, but... And we will equip this warhammer in place. That's the +1 with the +2. And now we should be able to backtrack to the beginning of the game, or the dungeon here, so that we can, one, might as well make our way outside to sell off a number of the items that we've collected down here. Back to old Noddle. As well as begin exploring that initial area I told you that all the other walkthroughs said to go. That initial area will be a little easier with our characters all powered up, as well as with a 5th character in tow. So that's how I like to start this game off. We'll go ahead and make our way to the surface. Head on over to Noddle. And sell off our stuff. Okay. So that's the bow we're keeping. So the sword can go, the sling can go, the armor can go, the 2+1 hammers can go, and those are some nice casting, some crash sources there, as well as these shields. Nice. So let's go ahead and just make sure we're cleaned up around here. There's nothing hidden in these guys' inventories that we were planning on selling. Nope. And, oh, I don't think we need the staff if it's just a small staff. That. All right. And with that, we can make our way back. Our load a little lighter. Although our chain purse looks like it took on some significant weight. And unfortunately, I haven't really found much of a use for money in this game. That Noddle's store doesn't seem to really have much to it, and I haven't yet seen it change. So, but even still, it's just I can't help it. I'm a hoarder from all my other games. I have to collect money. Someone or something has been clawing mindlessly at this door. So we'll go ahead and open that with the other key that we have. And here we will save the game. Looks like we have some bad guys to take care of. Now let's see. No, we did a strike, but that's not good. a good thing we left Uriel equipped with his sword, because he needs to, or his dagger. A good attack with the bow. And then, of course, took care of them all. Nice little spell or power that is turn undead. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and save the game. It was a nice little battle we came out on top in. I have a feeling we're about to enter another one. We'll move our characters here. And prepare for the battle that is to come. Alright, so we'll take a shot with the bow. No good. Again, probably going to wait and see how we do with the turn undead before we waste any more arcane magic. And at least Jorah will get a good hit. And we got at least, it looks like we got all three of them. Yep, they're all three held in suspense. So we should be able to just take them down. I love that turn undead spell. Accidentally skipped my fighter there, but like I said, once it's in this mode, we're not in any problems. You see signs that this barricade was erected fairly recently. Your rogue recognizes the slapdash handiwork of orcs trying to keep creatures out of their stronghold. All right, so let's come up here and take care of whatever these are. That's nothing else that can be handled. Okay. Let's come this way. Take care of that. Come on down here. Oh. Looks like we've got some more guys to fight. More undead. Looks like it's giving them a turn before us. Yep. Not any good there. Huh? I don't think we're going to be able to just leave it at that. We'll need to use our dagger. Oh, nice. Till we at least get to our cleric, who can give this a shot. Yay! Nice and easy. It is like having an easy button. Wonderful. Okay, let's go ahead and switch your inventory back to weapons. Sling. Oh. Having trouble with my mouse here. There we go. Right. More gold. I think there's going to be an interesting fight up here. And because I don't necessarily want to rest yet, you come here to divine spells. Cure light wounds. Trial. There we go. Again, just to be on the safe side. Let's move on up here. There once was a great library, but now only flecks of ash and shreds of parchment remain. Let's slowly move up here because we're going to run into a number of orcs and zombies fighting each other. And before we give them get their attention on us, we just kind of want to stay in the background while they take each other down. But it'd be nice maybe to turn the tide with our arcane users here. If they can make any difference here. Okay, so it's a little too far away. It's still too far away. Okay. And I really don't want to take her closer. Or him, just until we get him up here. So now I don't feel bad about taking a shot at these guys, even at the range penalty. Haha! Took him down! Even with the penalty and all. Well, that guy ran away. Interesting. So let's take him up here. And now that we're a little more comfortable, let's bring our wizards a little closer so that they can cast a spell or two if needed. I'm just not thinking it's going to be needed. Bring her up into the fray. Two range penalty, but it worked before. Not this time. Ooh, took him down a good bit. Not that time. Haha, the zombie took him out. So we'll take the zombie out. Oh, that was an interesting little fight. And it does look like somebody dropped something, so let's go look and see what they dropped. A long spear +1. So let's go ahead and give that to her because she just has a long spear for her fight. Put the +1 over here and just keep it. Yep. Wonderful. I don't believe there's anything over here, but we'll go ahead and take a look. Oh, there is. There's a room with some stuff down here, and I'm pretty sure there's some skeletons and whatnot that are going to come to life that are on the floor. So let's go ahead and save our game before we run in here. And let's send our fighter ahead. And he jumped, skeleton propped himself up for us. Put him in a range where he can shoot. Not worthwhile anyway. And she took him down. Let's see, because I'm not sure who the other ones are. This one. Let's move him up here so that he should have a shot. Oh, just a point, but that was enough. And again, I don't see a reason to use our... Well, now I do. There's 3 of them at least. So now we'll try to use our spell if need be. Yep. Took him down a little bit. Oh yeah, all of them are getting up. All but one so far, it looks like. And now that we got everybody's attention, let's give this a shot. Ha ha! That worked out really nicely. All right, so let's come on in here. It looks like we have a chest. So again, let's save the game. A little closer, and then have our thief take a look at it. And it looks like another axe. It's a battle axe +1, so it all depends on what we really want to have for our guy here. Let's see, what does he have? Let's go back and take care of these first. Restoration. Let's give that to her to hold on to. And then let's come and look at our fighter real quick in his character sheet. Battle axe +1. What is it? Is that a sword +1? Oh, I'll have to put it on to see. No, it's just a regular sword. So let's leave the axe in his hands. It's a magic weapon, as opposed to a non-magic weapon. And give her the restorations down here. Okay, let's go ahead and move on out. Then move over here. Okay, I didn't get a word of that. Oh, it looks like we've got some kind of being here. What is that? A wraith. So if we come to the door...
See what they do.
Wait, see what they do. Okay. I'm not sure about that, but I'm going to just come on in the room and start attacking anyway. So... I'll hit him with the sling. And I'll hold off for her because I'm not quite sure what's going on in here. Let them attack. Ooh. We gotta do something about him. Let's see, can we put them to sleep? Looks like at least 2 of them went to sleep. So let's go ahead and take care of the last one. Oh. Do we have any arcane spells? We have some magic missiles we can fire. We're going to go ahead and attack. Attack. Oh, I didn't want to do that, but let's hope we can take him down. Huh. At least he's focused on that guy. Oh, I should have switched her over to a different weapon. So at least you guys got to see that. What happens if you try to attack with a ranged weapon when you're up close? Let's move and see if we can take care of him. Good, we took him out. Okay, let's move her out of danger here. And then allow him to take care of these last ones. Come over here. Cast Cure light wounds on her. There we go. There's some of her power back. Oh, I didn't want to do that necessarily, but okay, it worked out. So we gained some experience. And we pick up a potion of speed, which I will go ahead and give to our thief. Alright, then I'm not sure what exactly is going on in here with this thing, but I don't want to leave it alone. I know that it is not going to be something that these guys can handle. I know it's not going to be something we can use I know it's not going to be something that we can use turn undead on. It'll be too advanced for that. But it is something we can hit with magic missiles. And we'll go ahead and bless our party here. Improve our saving throws a little bit. I very much doubt the bow and arrow are going to do anything, especially with them not being magic weapons at all. Oh, there goes the Constitution. So let's do another magic missile. Get more magica missiles. This time, do we have anything else we can do? Let's do protection from evil of our friend here. Try and do something with him. Another arrow flight. Nothing. This time they just attack. Now I don't think he's got any 1-level spells left. So let's try Disrupt Undead. It doesn't look like that's going to work, so Just go ahead. What is it? What is up with him? Why can't he? You need a better viewpoint. Ah, okay. Let's try this then. Now try disrupting that. Ooh, that took at least some points from him. Nice. Okay. And let's do another magic missile here, which will give us 2 points. 2 attacks. That took him down pretty good. Now that she's out of spells, let's give her an attack worthy. I know their magic weapons can hit him occasionally. And so let's do that same disrupt undead. Didn't work that time, but it was worth a shot. And again, disrupt undead. And that took care of it. Yay! So we have gotten through that particular trial. So is there anything in here particular? There's a chest. So let's go ahead and save our game before we attempt the chest. Have our thief come take a look. Oh, we found a key. That's nice. A leather armor +3. Let's take that down to him. Just a chainmail armor. Does she have chainmail? Oh, and a long sword +1. So let's go take a look. So first off, character sheet. So now we have a long sword +1. We can probably switch that back with our axe, because I just prefer long swords to axe, me personally. Let's look at her now. What is she wearing? Let's see. This is 18 for armor, 19 for armor. So she was wearing a scale mail, so this is a little better for her. So let's go ahead and put this over to him. Nice, nice. And then he can benefit 17 to 19. Very nice. Again, he's carrying all our spare junk. And key down here. This down here. Everything's still looking good as far as all of that goes. So I think that that's everything that we can do in this area that we came to. So we might as well make our way back to the beginning. And again, before we press on, we might as well head back to see Noddle. We've got enough stuff here that might be worth our while to drop it off. Okay, so what we got for you, Noddle. Sword, a spear, an axe to grind, armor, and some armor. The rest we're good to keep. Let's head on back to the caves. Gotta get there before dark time. Or else we could have some serious bad ghost stuff out here. Awesome. Okay, so while we're in this safe room, we'll go ahead and do another rest. Get our characters back all their arcane magics. And then we're going to head back to where we left off at the inn of the axe handle, where we got all those barrels for upping our stats. And here we will save our game. And I'll do end of video 2. And as you can imagine, given the name of that save file, I'm thinking this is a good spot to stop with this particular video. In it, we got ourselves a 5th party member, Jerile. We went and got ourselves some nice updates to our stats with the barrels that were available here. And then we went back and took care of the ghosts and orcs and whatever were hanging out in that first area I told you most walkthroughs have you enter into first. So at this point in time, I think this, like I said, this is a good place to stop. We got a lot accomplished in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I hope that your appetite is whetted now, and that you're going to be looking forward to the 3rd video in the series when it is published. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is the Iceman saying so long and farewell.